What's good? It's Rockie Fresh, and you are now listening to the College Blueprint.
College Blueprint.
College Blueprint.
This is the best blueprint.
What up, everybody? This is a College Blueprint, chilling here at Lace Boston with the man whose beard killed everybody in the beard game in No Shave November. We got Stalley here. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, man. Before we start this off, I want to just start off a little lighthearted. Our executive producer, show it to the camera first, put together this sheet of all these famous beards. We got Rome Fortune, Lodi Smart, and then the Red Sox. Was wondering where you think yours fits into all this, if you think you're top of them.
Man, you know, it would have to be this whole page back here.
Yeah.
Just a face,
the full page.
Yeah, you just gotta have me, man. These guys can't compete, man.
Word.
Shout out to the Red Sox, though.
Shout out to them for winning the World Series.
Yeah.
So you got a show tonight, House of Blues,
Yes.
with Lupe Fiasco. You excited?
I am. I'm definitely excited to be here in Boston. I haven't been here in a while, man. It might have been like a year and a half ago, so I'm definitely excited to see, you know, how I've grown and how the crowd has grown, you know, since I've been back.
So what's your favorite? What has been your favorite stop on tour so far? With
Man, all of them have been special. You know, every city is good and unique and has their own crowd. You know, there's probably like, you know, there's been certain places like Utah, Salt Lake City, and even like San Francisco and Denver, places like that where it's been really. Chicago was insane, LA was insane. I mean, yeah, really, Houston, everybody has really showed love, so
Nice.
It's been definitely dope. But go ahead.
No, one thing I want to ask you, you know, you released Honest Cowboy a while back.
Yes.
And your song Swangin', I thought it was really cool when I was researching about you and about Swangin', that it is the walk-up music for Michael Bourn at Cleveland Indians games. What's that like for you? Because you're from Ohio, and you get to knowing that music is being played on a huge stadium in Ohio.
Crazy. I mean, Michael Bourn is, first of all, he's an amazing player, and then for him to, you know, pick that record in my hometown, my home state, it's just definitely an honor. Like, I actually got to go to one of the games, and I was sitting there, and he came up, and he was playing it, and I was just like, man, it was surreal, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get it on Instagram. I messed it up. That's how nervous I was, like a little kid, like, yo, I gotta get it, but nah, it's definitely a dope thing, yeah, for sure.
Now we are the College Blueprint, and you attended LIU Brooklyn.
Yes.
You played ball there too.
Yes.
How was that experience, and how did that, you know, make you grow as a rapper?
Oh man, it's just that whole experience period, leaving Ohio and going to New York and not knowing nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was definitely like just an experience in itself. It taught me the work ethic I have. It taught me the bravery that I have. The courage and the strength to be able to do what I'm doing now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, those college years definitely was important for me. And, you know, being that I never even really got to touch the court and play basketball when that was like really my dream, and I had to reroute that dream, and you know, it just showed me that real life happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you dream all your life, but at a certain point you got to come to reality and be like, okay, this is what I'm really here for, this is what I'm really going to do.
Yeah. Did you ever think you'd make ESPN as a rapper?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's I'm just mad. I'm glad I'm on ESPN.
Right.
Yeah, so it's definitely, again, it's a blessing. You know, everything is a blessing for me, and I'm just, you know, out here working.
Beautiful.
Word. Can you explain the mentality behind following nobody on Twitter?
You know, it's. I tell people this all the time, like I follow everybody who follows me, because anybody who says something to me that's worth me replying to, then I reply or I retweet and I interact with my, you know, supporters and people who do follow me. But me personally, it was just something that I did when I first came in, because I was very late to join Twitter. You know, I'm not real big on the social media, but I know that, you know, my fans want me to have that presence there and be there, and I also want to be there too, to give them stuff first. So it's very important for that. And you know, I know that everybody that does follow me follows me because they're really in tune and into what I'm doing. And not only that, it's like, you know, I'm sure you wake up and you see people tweet stuff that you don't want to see or hear or read. So it's like, all the time, exactly. So you can, you know, you wake up in a good mood and somebody tweets something, and you're like, man, come on, like, you just ruined my day. So that's really another reason why I just try to stay focused and just be there, you know, for those who support me, though.
Good mindset.
Now, I think a lot of people were introduced to you via address of Pilot Talk and Currency. Talk about your relationship with Currency and Ski Beats and what they meant to your career.
Man, they meant a lot, you know, especially Well, those two guys were very pivotal in my career and, you know, where I'm at right now, because before them, I was kind of like winging it. But to get around that experience and really see how they prepare themselves when it comes to writing music, or just the experience that they've had through the years dealing with certain labels and certain individuals, you know what I mean, and just kind of seeing how to handle myself at the same time. I definitely owe a lot of, you know, that to them. Being a part of Address, that's like one of the biggest songs me or Currency has ever been a part of. You know, it's probably has the most hits on YouTube and downloads or whatever that we've both probably had individually. So it's an honor to be a part of something like that, and that's a record that Ross actually got to know me and got familiar with me also with.
So speaking of MMG, how has that, you know, obviously, you know, huge label, huge The Boss and Rick Ross, you know what I mean? Like, how's that giving you confidence through your career? Like, you can see in your Address video, you know, you can see the difference between you in the Address video and then you in the
like Getting By video.
Yeah, Getting By video and Cup Inside a Cup video. Right. So explain that a little bit.
Man, it's like, I love to see it. You know, I love to see that growth. You know,
right.
And I'm sure like my fans did too, because you know I was probably like a little shy kid at first. You know, like afraid to be looking the camera, but now it's just that confidence and that growth, that maturity, as not only as an artist but as a man. And then, you know, like you were saying for Maybach and Ross, giving me that confidence, just him calling me and telling me that I'm a superstar and that he wants me to be a part of MMG to help me become a superstar and have that platform. Like, that in itself is just the confidence booster that you need, you know what I mean? So it's just about having somebody to believe in you at the end of the day.
Right.
Well, as long as we're going back, in 2011 you released Lincoln Way Nights, which is the project that got me into in the first place. It's incredible. Could you explain the Intelligent Trunk Music labeling on the front cover?
Yeah, Intelligent Trunk Music. It's like the genre of music, I like to say, that me and Rashad created, who produced the whole record. You know, going into that project, you know, I told him, I was like, man, I want to still be able to be myself, to be lyrical through this project, but I wanted to hit, you know, hard enough for the cars, hard enough for the clubs or whoever, you know. So I was like, man, let's just call it Intelligent Trunk Music. Like, we want it to be conceptually, lyrically brilliant, you know, in a sense. Like, we wanted to feel and be intelligent in all ways. So that's what we did, and you know, I continue to try to I guess expand off of that whole sound too.
It's working.
Thank you.
So what's that camaraderie like in MMG with the other guys, like Meek, and you got Rockie, and you got obviously Rick Ross as well. So what's that like, you know, all you guys coming together?
Man, when we together, it's family, you know. It's like we like brothers, you know. I just seen Rockie in Chicago. I brought him out. We hung out, you know. It's like we don't, you know, miss a beat once we back together. But at the end of the day, you know, we all have our separate careers, separate lives, so we doing everything that we can to push our brand. But when it comes to being MMG and being that brand, it's a solid, you know, solid group of guys, and we definitely treat each other like family.
Now, you're a Muslim, correct?
Yes.
Now, how has that impacted your career in a positive way and a negative way?
You know, I think it's all been positive. You know, the only negative I could say is that anybody who judges, but people gonna judge you regardless, you know, whatever your religion is, if you wear it on your sleeve or not. But I think it's been positive because it keeps me, you know, headstrong. Faith is everything, you know. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be here in life if I didn't have faith in something or someone. And, you know, God being that. And it's just like, that really keeps me in tune with myself, keeps me grounded, humbles me whenever I feel like I'm getting out of pocket, you know. And so I owe that all to, you know, religion and just my belief in my faith.
What can we expect from you next?
Yeah, so finishing up this tour, and then I'm going right into the studio, finish up the album, start putting out records, releasing, you know, the singles, and really just get definitely deep into that, because I hope to get the album out by springtime.
Right.
Sounds good. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, man. Best of luck in the future, man.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
This is the best blueprint.